How you doing, folks? I'm Brendan Pedersen, Frank Pedersen's son. It's something I always say with an immense amount of pride. It's also something that's opened a lot of doors for me in life, saying that I'm Frank Pedersen's son, both metaphorically and literally, getting me countless jobs and literally getting me into Fenway or the Boston Garden or every parking garage around the city of Boston, too. Reflecting on my conversations with former teammates, opponents, family members, and fans to get material for this speech, there were some inconsistencies, which is to be expected with a league that's over 50 years old and no video. How many seasons did my dad play? How many championships he won? How many he coached on? When the name of his team changed from St. Alphonsus Club to the Killalay Club to honor his friend, their friend, Franny Killalay, who died in Vietnam. As a result, I'm going to focus on the consistencies that I heard. First and foremost is the one that resounded with everyone I spoke to. I'm sure it's happened elsewhere, but I'd never heard of it. In 1966, my dad was captain and middle linebacker of the Boston Park League champion Killalay Club that went un. That's undefeated, untied, and unscored upon. Whole season, 0 points. Mossy Martin, a venerable Boston historian, recalled that one of those games was 2-0, meaning the defense not only gave up no points, but scored the only 2 points of that game. The second consistency everyone spoke of was that my dad left it all out on the field. Literally one time, as he lost his teeth pursuing a ball carrier from behind, no mouthpiece, he caught a cleat in the mouth. So his first memory that popped in the mind of my mother, Kathy, not necessarily her favorite though. Dropping his false teeth has been a great party trick for the kids for the past 50 years though. Growing up, my dad's message to my sisters Katie, Chrissy, and me was one that he lived out. Give it everything you got. Hustle. Never quit. Never say I can't do something. My dad's voice will forever be the one in my head pushing me. My dad's athletic endeavors didn't end with football. His relentless mindset continued as he completed triathlons, ran countless road races, even completed 5 Boston marathons. He also earned his 3rd-degree black belt in karate. Now you can find him most weekends at the games of his grandkids Tess, Rowan, Jack, and Mary Kate, instilling those same virtues. Finally, the most striking consistency that emerged from every conversation I had concerning my father's football career had nothing to do with the sport itself. While everyone attested to his prowess as a football player, they unanimously declared him an even better man. Growing up in the Mission Hill section of Boston, the son of Annie and Frank Pedersen, my dad started as a youth worker helping at-risk kids early in his career. He then spent most of his professional life as a probation officer in South Boston, helping others straighten out their lives. As Kevin O'Neill recalled, he once managed to get a deal to get 6 guns off the street in an afternoon, something definitely not in his job description. He finished out his career as the head of the Municipal Police Department, then head of security for Boston City Hall. The common theme being that he was always looking out for others. Everything my father has accomplished and embodies revolves around his devotion to others. He's never enjoyed nor sought out the spotlight. During this nomination and induction process, many friends and family have had to encourage him to be here today. It's not in his nature. All those same people said the same thing. You deserve it. And we can add another consistency to your story now, Dad. You're a Hall of Famer. Congratulations.
Hello, folks. Hi. First of all, I'd like to thank Dave and the Hall of Fame committee. I'd also like to thank my sponsor, Becky. Hope you're feeling better. And that is a long walk to the men's room, Becky. He was here back in 17. I'd also like to thank my spiritual director, I call him, Roger Croak, who's been behind me all this time. I'd also like to thank, most of all, the veterans out there. In particular, the Vietnam era veterans. You see, the Killalay Club was named after a fellow by the name of Franny Killalay that I went to school with in high school for 4 years. 4 years. And then we had our draft physical on the same day. I never saw Franny after that. You see, he died. He died. I'm sorry, folks. On May 16th, 1966, at 19 years old. Then there was Johnny Monroe. Johnny Monroe, John Moran, Max McGee, and a number of others. The ones that came back, Charlie O'Neill, Johnny Harron, Joe Geary, Ray Feely, had their lives taken by Agent Orange. Then there were the guys that come back and are somewhat still with us. My two cousins, Jerry Breen, Billy Cummings, Stevie McCann, a Pathfinder, airborne, Tommy McCarty, tunnel rat, airborne, wounded 4 times, Joe Conlon, big Joe Conlon, Special Forces Silver Star recipient. Go on with Skipper Carter, Skippy Bernhardt, Mike Dunderdale, Jimmy Daly, Kenny Avery. I have the notes. I'm trying to remember. I don't want to forget anybody. I have to thank them. There were also Dave Jello, Ronnie Keefe, George Higgins. And I'm sure there are others that I've forgotten. If I had the time, I'd name all 58,000 that are on that wall. Those are the people, the shoulders I stand on tonight. Thank you.